I have decided that after serving this agency for over 30 years, that it is time for me to retire from the Metropolitan Police Department.
Breaking at this hour, major shakeup coming to D.C.'s police department. The chief who has steered the department through a crime surge says he's leaving for a job with the FBI. And that's how we start our newscast tonight. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us for DC News Now at 10 on DCW 50. I'm Tasmin Mahfouz.
And I'm Annalisa Gale, filling in for Chris Flanagan. Chief Robert Conti took over leadership of that department just days before the January 6th Capitol riots, but his 33-year career with MPD goes far beyond that. He joined the department back in 1989 at the height of the crack epidemic, serving the nation's capital when the plane hit the Pentagon during 9/11 and working through the D.C. sniper attacks a year later in 2002.
And Conti is no stranger to D.C. He grew up in the Carver terrace community in Northeast, graduating high school and college right here in the district.
We have live team coverage tonight. Our Marielle Carbone is outside police headquarters. She got reaction from community members today.
Yeah, but we start with our political and government reporter Leonard N. Fleming here in the studio with us tonight. And Leonard, you sat down with Chief Conti just this month for an in-depth one-on-one interview.
Yes, indeed. Chief Conti will have served just over 2 years as D.C.'s top cop job before he departs for the FBI this June. Despite spiking crime rates, Conti always held steadfast that crime would get under control. I can attest that this was the job he always wanted in the city he was reared in and holds a special place in his heart.
I want to share a bit of news with you. No, it's not about the rumors about 12-hour shifts, about having one day off for the whole summer.
Joking aside, Chief Robert Conti told his force his message is more personal. He's leaving for a post at the FBI.
I will tell you that it has been my greatest honor to serve as your chief of police since January 2nd of 2021.
In his new job, Conti will be a liaison between the FBI and local law enforcement.
Where my responsibility will be to ensure that the FBI is fully supporting local and state and federal agencies all across our nation. I get to help people every single day.
In his last in-depth interview just 2 weeks ago, Chief Conti talked with me about his hometown passion.
This city, protecting this city, caring for this city, living in this city. My family is here in this city. This is home to me.
Conti is a proud product of D.C. public schools. He spent 30 years rising through the police department's ranks before getting the top job 2 years ago.
D.C. is a resilient city. I'm a resilient chief.
He'll leave proud of strategies he worked on to tackle his most pressing problem, crime spikes in the nation's capital.
It's no one thing, right? It's not, oh, if you just hire more police officers, oh, if you just add more prosecutors, or if you just change this legislation. It's all of those things, because it's all of those things that contribute to where we are currently.
And his mantra, no matter the job,
my truth is not going to change.
All right, Leonard, so homicides are up, sexual abuse is up, carjackings are up, and you actually asked him in that interview what needs to be done to fight crime. What did he say?
Well, he talked a lot about connecting with the community, and that's something that's very important to Chief Conti because he grew up in this city. But he wanted to hold steadfast, making sure that you're holding criminals accountable, but also getting more resources to the district. And that was something that was critically important to Chief Conti and to the mayor as well.
And on the Hill, we know right now they're paying attention, lawmakers, to the district and how they're handling crime. What's going to happen next?
Well, the mayor is supposed to testify before the House Oversight Committee. And the police chief, Conti, he's supposed to accompany her on that journey. So he wasn't expected to testify, but at this point in time, given the fact that he's going to work for the FBI, and a lot of these oversight members were mentioning his name a lot in terms of crime in the district, maybe perhaps they'll ask him to testify. So I wouldn't be surprised if that happens.
All right, we'll continue following this story, and also reaction, of course, pouring in as the news broke. D.C. Mayor Bowser said that the chief has pushed our criminal justice system to do more and be better. She continued saying that he has been a phenomenal ambassador of what it means to be a police officer in D.C., brilliant, compassionate, and determined to build a D.C. where all people feel safe and are safe.
Now, we're also hearing from D.C. Council Chairman Phil Mendelson, who told us he's shocked about the news of Conti's decision to leave MPD and says he's sorry to see him leave after more than 3 decades of service to the district.
And we continue our team coverage with DC News Now's Marielle Carbone, who's live for us tonight right outside of DC Police headquarters.
Yeah, Marielle, what are you hearing from the community tonight?
Well, I mean, people are shocked, as you guys mentioned, surprised by this news, but people are already looking past this, beyond this, and looking to what the transition will be for a new chief. One of the things people are saying is that there needs to be some stability over the next few months as that search happens, especially as we move into those summer months where we know violent crime typically starts to heat up.
It was a huge announcement and one that is met with a lot of sadness.
Inside the Wilson building, news of Police Chief Robert Conti's retirement comes with some sorrow.
I think it's going to be a huge loss for the department, a huge loss for the city.
I've been working in this city, protecting this city.
Councilmember Brooke Pinto, who oversees the Judiciary and Public Safety Committee, says Conti has dedicated his life to serving the district. As for whoever replaces him, she'd like to see someone who matches his ability to be a collaborative partner, working with council and the court system. And
I think it's really a commitment to meeting this moment that we have, not just being steeped in the numbers and the data and what we're seeing, which is so important, but also the human cost of violence that we're seeing.
This is a shock to me. It brings up a lot of feelings of, what it takes to be a resilient community-based organization.
For Terrence Staley, who is the executive director of the Alliance of Concerned Men, a group that works to prevent and intervene in youth violence.
Well, I hope that the new chief comes in with ingenuity.
He wants to see the next chief work more in partnership with community organizations. And during the transition, lean on those groups to learn how the community works, especially with the timing of Conti's retirement.
In the springtime, before the summer.
Transitions are always hard. I am very worried about the uptick in violent crime that we have seen traditionally over the warmer months. And so we're going to be laser focused on the next several months and working in partnership with the mayor to make sure that strategies are in place now.
And Pinto says as for what's next, the mayor's office will lead a search for the next police chief and then make a nomination on who it should be. That nomination then goes before council, who will decide whether to confirm that person or not. Reporting live from police headquarters, I'm Marielle Carbone, DC News Now.
Yeah, so before we move along with the newscast, we just want to stress how surprising this announcement was. So take a look at this post from the DC Police Department saying MPD put out this post about less than an hour ago before the initial news of Conti's departure. So it reads in part this. Yesterday, the DC Police Foundation and Chief Conti hosted a cornhole event with MPD's K-9 unit. That was their final post today. The police department itself has not commented on Conti's departure. So, of course, we will continue to follow this story for you on WDVM, DCW 50, and when we're not on air, go follow us online, DCNewsNow.com, and be sure to download our app too, DC News Now, in the App Store and Google Play.
Well, developing right now, 2 New Carrollton city council members are voicing concerns about the future of the city one day after the mayor fired their long-standing police chief on Tuesday. The mayor says he was fired due to personnel issues, and she could not comment any further. Now, our Yamari Sisse joining us live now from New Carrollton's police department. Yamari, you have been speaking to people in the community. What are they saying there about the chief?
Yeah, that's right. Councilmember Katrina Dodro and Councilmember Brianna Urbina tell me that this is something they knew that was going to take place a long time ago, but now actually hearing the news is heartbreaking to them. Now they tell me that after police chief was fired, that he believes this was in retaliation to the fact that he filed a complaint against the city for discrimination. Now, both of those council members agree with that retaliation.
We still haven't been informed as a council as to this major departure and how it's going to affect our residents or who's in command right now. But honestly, I wasn't surprised. I actually expected this a lot earlier.
We were waiting for the mayor to start retaliating on people who have not done what she has wanted them to do.
And now with no police chief, this only adds to the many vacant leadership seats that still haven't been filled.
We don't have anyone with any expertise in the top 6 roles in our city. And heaven forbid there was a mass casualty, natural disaster, a flood, any type of real emergency. Things like this happen all the time.
Councilmember Katrina Dodro is running against current Mayor Felicia Nembhard for her seat. She says new leadership is needed.
We have about 25% of our police force that has not been filled. And we also have deep holes in our public works area as well. So that's scary.
Mayor Nembhard declined our repeated request for an interview. Councilmember Brianna Urbina believes former Chief Rice could be reinstated if the city gets new leadership after next week's election.
We are going to do everything we can to bring Chief Rice back.
Despite the big change, they both remain optimistic about the future of the city of New Carrollton.
We want this to be the bedroom community that it has been in the past.
We're going to really clean up and make sure that things like this never happen again.
Now, we did reach out to the mayor several times, but did not get a response back just yet, and we will update you once she gets back to us. But as for Monday, it is a city election day, and five city council seats are available, and also the mayor's office will be on that ballot. For now, reporting in New Carrollton, Maryland, I'm Yamari Sase, DC News Now.
Hi everyone, switching gears for a moment. Let's check out your weather pattern. We are sitting under some colder air that's fairly noticeable across the DMV, and that wants to stick around here for the next 5 to 7 days. I cannot give you warmer air. That's just not in place. Yes, we should be at about 71, 72 for this time of year, but we are about 5 degrees below average. Tomorrow, some warmer air tries to track back in, but we're still going to be hovering in the 60s. And if you're out towards Washington County, Western Maryland at this time, we are fairly quiet compared to our friends across Northern Virginia and Southern Maryland. And so 57 under overcast skies across most of the area. And you can see a good band of moisture continues to hover out towards Fredericksburg into the Waldorf area. Isolated conditions just to the north and east and north and west of DC metro area. This is kind of starting to taper off at this point, but still our friends in Waldorf, out towards the Tidal Basin area, they continue to deal with a good chunk of moisture that has been on the moderate side. And then the rest of us, well to our west, we are starting to dry out. That's going to be replaced with some high pressure, so that's going to allow for a good amount of sunshine tomorrow afternoon. Montgomery County, central locations, even areas of northern PG County, you're dealing with some light showers at this time. So tonight we'll go mostly cloudy for a good chunk of us. Tomorrow is very uneventful. We're talking high pressure, sunny skies, upper 60s, but then our weather team is tracking a bigger, more robust storm system that's coming out of the deep south. It will be impactful for a good 4 days. We'll look at that coming up.
All right, thanks, Janessa. Well, a new set of initiatives now aims to reduce helicopter noise in D.C. and Northern Virginia neighborhoods. The plan includes a system that allows residents to report helicopter noise through their phones or websites or a mobile app. That is all part of the plan that will be funded by Arlington, Fairfax counties, Alexandria, and Falls Church.
In areas kind of like here where there's more traffic and it would bother people, then I think it would be definitely something to consider.
I know like friends that have come and like visit me here, like that don't live in this area, like have noticed how low like they fly, and just like they even brought up like the concern of like there being like a potential like crash or anything.
And as part of the plan, the FAA will allow helicopters to fly at higher altitudes and modify their routes.